Trying to blend in with these Uber riders. Yo, it's dead round here tonight. But then again, it is a Monday night, you know what I'm saying? It's like 3 in the morning right now, nearly. As you can tell, it's a stark contrast from 3 in the morning last night to 3 in the afternoon today. Mad. One really annoying thing about being technically homeless is that every place you stay in has all of these different rules with all of these different checks and inspections. And I know they have those in rentals as well, fire safety checks, pat testing, things like that, but they're not supposed to be as frequent. Whereas if you're living hotel to hotel, you literally cannot stay in the same room for more than 28 days, 28 nights, before they have to move you to a new room, even if you have multiple months, or you plan to stay there for multiple months. You can't stay in the same room. Now, sometimes they'll slip up and allow it to happen, they let it slide, but for the most part, they're pretty stringent on that. And it's quite annoying, to be honest, because it motivates me massively to get out of the situation even further, because why would I want to be somewhere where I'm having to constantly move and uproot all of my stuff? Say uproot. Move all of my belongings out of my room, out of the flat, whatever it is. It's usually a room. Unless it's an apart hotel where it's designed to be like a flat. But then having to move all of your belongings to a new room, which could be on a different floor, by the way, every single month. It's long. Then on top of that, you have monthly inspections or bi-weekly inspections where they have to come in and make sure the room's safe and all that sort of stuff. Even though obviously, what are they thinking we're going to do? Hotels reserve the right to do those kinds of inspections frequently, and it's just annoying, whereas obviously with a rental you don't have to deal with that. Even with obviously owning your own property, you don't have to deal with anything like that. So obviously it just motivates me to get up out of the situation even further, because who wants that? Who wants to be invaded constantly with their private space? Because obviously it's technically your space, you are renting the space, so to speak. But there's not the same rights that you would have if you were a tenant, or obviously a home owner, a property owner. Obviously that's the top of the top. No one can tell you what to do there unless you have a mortgage and you don't pay off your mortgage for whatever reason. And even then the banks still have to go through a lot to get their property back. And my point is, obviously, owning your house or owning your home or property outright is the number one goal. Get everything paid off. But even renting, there's a lot more security there. For example, if you were to deny certain inspections and room checks with the hotels that you stay at, if you're in a homeless type situation like me, they can get suspicious of certain criminal activity, or they can claim that. Obviously, the likelihood of that happening is probably low, but they can claim stuff like that in order to essentially evict you or get you out of there. And there's no legal eviction process like there would be if you were renting. There's no Section 8 that they need to give you. They can just literally say, we want you out, cut your keys, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I say all of this not to be like, woe is me and all that stuff. No. again, this is only going to motivate me to get up out of this situation. It's going to add fuel to the fire, and that's all I care about really, is getting to a more stable position in life. And the reason I'm here predominantly is self-inflicted anyway. It's my fault. I could have done a lot more previously in my 20s to put myself in a much better position. I messed around hardcore. Foolishly. I don't know, a lot of people say, oh yeah, we've all done it, mate. I agree. A lot of people have messed up. But it's about recognizing those mistakes and trying to correct them as best as you can. Because obviously there are people in life who are my age now, who are further along in life than I am. And then you can always say that there's people who are same age as me, who are way behind, further back. But it's not about comparison, right? If you're going to look to someone who's doing better than you in life, look at it as inspiration and not envy. There's nothing to envy in life. Envy is a sin, obviously, anyway. Envy is the thief of joy. There's no point always looking to somebody else who's supposedly or apparently doing better than you, seemingly, because you don't know someone's story, someone's life at the end of the day, all the time. Some people can appear to be doing very well, but realistically, behind the scenes, they're not. And I've seen that multiple times. People presenting a certain idea on social media of who they are, and something comes out and they're nowhere near what they projected this idea of themselves to be. Nowhere near. A lot of the times it's the opposite. So just be wary of that. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.